here just for a little bit, kind of talk it out with some people, but yeah, I got work, so that's like a thing I have to worry about.
Yeah. I got a kill in there.
Oh man. But yeah, before I end the stream, once again, thank you all who ended up following me here today, tonight. We'll be doing more tomorrow night. It's going to be starting a bit later. 10 o'clock Central Time.
House of Creation wants you to show him the list of people you can play as right now. If you don't mind doing that. I mean,
I did see that. Okay, I see that now. Sure. Let me pull that up here for you. Alright, so first up is Decimus. He's a big brute. Mainly he's
he focuses on like Siphon, which is lifesteal, is what he focuses on.
Yeah, and I guess one thing is that he also relies on hard-hitting rushes, so I didn't know that about him, but that makes sense with the lifesteal, because then his hammer brutes can just stay alive for a very, very long time if they keep going. Continuing on with the Banished, we got Atriox. There we go. Jesus. Says he's a cunning defensive style with advanced economy and the power to make units temporarily invulnerable. The invulnerability comes in 3 different power forms, so that's it's a little ridiculous to kind of actually finish his army off. So he's got probably one of the more ridiculous sustains of the leaders. Next up is Shipmaster. This guy is really just more hit and run type of tactics. His teleportation's ridiculous, even to the point his goes to the point to where he can teleport enemy units to somewhere else. So that can really that puts a hamper on your own army. Next up we've got DLC leader Forge. If you played Halo Wars 1,
which is the DLC is free. So you can just download it when you able to click on it.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was free or not because I have the season pass, so I didn't know if
That's actually true. They didn't really specify in that if it is free, if it will be free for actual people. That's actually true. I didn't know that.
If you didn't have the season pass, considering the season pass is supposed to be giving you leaders, a free leader each month, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know for sure if Forge. Yeah, we don't know if Forge will be free for you or not.
Yeah,
it might be, but it might not.
Yep. But nothing's changed here since Halo 1 much, really. Grizzly's the main thing. Does really good on actual supplies and buildings, just like he did the last time. Going back over here, we've got Anders. Once again, if you were with Halo Wars 1, upgrades are cheaper and faster. However, this only applies to global upgrades. In addition, she now speaks Sentinel, or something to that effect, because she tinkers with them and she can actually use Sentinels. Yeah. They're a pain in the ass, and she can summon this big old fuck off Sentinel too, and I hate that thing. Isabel, she's more, from what I can tell, a heavy vehicle reliant with sabotage.
Maybe I can get there in time.
She can hack enemy mechanical units and make them on your side for a short amount of time. She can put hologram decoys out, and then a lot of her passive, or she has a couple of passives for vehicle cost reduction and build time. And she's got a couple of things for specifically Kodiaks and Scorpions. So, Cutter, really once again, if you played Halo Wars 1, not much has changed here. And the fact that you can't build ODST. You can drop them
Yeah.
through your power selection, but you can't build ODST, which is probably okay. Really, that allows you to explore other units that you can make here with him. Make a more diversified army, for sure. Although focusing on the infantry global upgrades, those are good just all around since he does drop the ODST. And that clears it up for our leaders currently. Who knows what the next one's going to be? I wouldn't mind seeing a prophet come in.
I'm gonna go steal it real quick, and then get out of this up here.
Yeah, the ODST in this one, they've got some beef to them. But yeah, everybody has access to the super units. They all stay the same. And then everybody's got their own unique hero. Cutter, Isabel, and Anders each have one of Red Team Spartans. That's another thing that's changed. No more 3 Spartans per UNSC leader. You literally get 1 Spartan.
But all the leaders, like Spartans count as leader, and the Covenant people count as leader, and all leaders are actually pretty well balanced, in my opinion. They are. Yeah. So
nobody's ridiculous. Decimus has the ability to kind of be a little bit imposing with his leaders, considering they
but
have
his
the
leader
lifesteal.
But his leader that he can summon down can get killed pretty easily, so it's not a total overpowered on that. If he says he's got Russians, but in my opinion, Decimus is more of a late game, not late game, middle game kind of person. The way his abilities work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for him it could go either way. I guess it just depends on how you're playing him. Honestly, probably doing a couple skirmishes with an legendary AI ally and just watching that thing do its stupid stuff would probably be a good way to learn some strategies. And for Spooky, no, there are 0 Hawks. Thank God. The last thing I wanted to see after I saw the Condor was Condors and Hawks. That being said, she replaces the Hawks with Sentinels, and her Sentinels are just as...
Sentinels could be a bitch of a rush unit. They can be, and I find that really annoying.
Yeah, considering that she can obtain these just by upgrading a passive power and build them straight out of the base, it's just annoying. So it's basically like facing Hawks. I'm not even gonna lie.
You just put down
they're just Sentinels.
For a second I thought you had the Scarab. Well, I got an achievement again.
So, babe, this is nowhere near a reskin of 1. There are quite a few different functions in the game. Dual resource management. In addition to the rock, paper, scissor effect that 1 had, where infantry beats air, air beats vehicles, vehicles beats infantry. That's enhanced to a whole nother level. I would say that's much more defined in this one, along with the counter units being way better at countering their unit that they need to. Earlier, I don't know if you were part of the stream. We watched Cyclops as a 5-man Cyclops group take down 6 to 7 Grizzlies, the strongest tank in the game. So, but from my opinion, babe, this is totally worth the buy. I've quite enjoyed it. Campaign so far has been really fun. Might do a little bit of streaming on that if people want to see the campaign a little bit on Tuesday. So we'll see what happens there. Yes, chill. Cyclops do beat Grizzlies. Cyclopses, they're not the old...
It's like anti-vehicle.
Yeah, they're not like the old Cyclopses where they just would go up, hurl debris at buildings and shit. They are legitimately...
They're like the hunters. They are infantry anti-vehicle. They are like hunters. That's what I can probably say what it's like. So.
Yeah. Babe, if you want to hit the follow, I'm actually probably going to be calling it here for the night. I've been doing this for quite a few hours after going to work earlier today. So, if you want to hit the follow, I will be doing more tomorrow night and more again on Tuesday and Wednesday, probably for longer hours, probably around 6-ish hours on Tuesday, and then maybe 8 or 9 on Wednesday, depending on how that goes.
You have, well, that's an unlucky number, but you have 66 followers right now, is what it's at. 66.
Yeah, really appreciate everybody that has
maybe
followed me.
5 earlier today.
Yeah, so everybody that has followed me that's still in here, and those that are debating on whether or not they're going to, whatever you choose to do there. I had 5 followers at the beginning of this stream today, so this has been an extremely successful and productive day. And I think it's really going to lead to me doing way more streams. Not of just this game for right now, because this is what's hot, this is what's new. But eventually we'll include others.
You should keep doing this though. I think you should keep at least later on. Keep like a day or so where you play this game. I don't know if it gets to that game. That's what I mean. If you like strategy, I would play it. Come back to it. Maybe as if down the years, you'll be like, hey, remember this game? Let's go back and play this game, or something.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, to follow up on that, Halo Wars 2 will always be probably at least a once-a-day stream. So if you guys really like seeing it, and if I get enough requests to run through campaign, I will run a dedicated campaign stream through a couple of days or whatever the chances, or whatever I got to do to make that happen. If you really want to see campaign and just aren't quite yet invested in the game but would like to know the story behind it, or you're not going to be into the game because you're a shooter and you don't really go for strategy games, but you want that story, I can make that. I'll make that happen. I still gotta go through campaign a couple more times anyways, so let me know. Yeah, Diddy, thank you for joining and making that a 3v3. That was fun. Probably catch you next time. Thanks so much for the support. You have a good night, man.
Yeah, definitely have a good night, man.
Yeah, skill that in Spooky. I think what you'll run into this one is that there's still going to be a skill gap. I think there's a lot of Halo fans.
There's always going to be a skill gap in any type of game, honestly. Yeah. And people will play this game competitively. They will. So I mean, all those people who haven't got the game yet, be prepared. If you do go online pretty early before learning the game, you will probably lose. No offense to that, but I mean, the experience does matter. But don't be afraid of that, because remember, there is skirmish mode, and those AIs can be pretty tough, even tougher than some actual people. So I would recommend when you get the game, if you do get the game, go to skirmish mode, play some easy AIs, go up to like heroic, and then once you're able to actually beat heroic, then you'll be confident to play and actually might or will win online. That's what I probably can say.
Yeah, I personally and my buddies, we started on heroic because we played the previous ones. We got our asses whipped the first couple days. It was a good time. I did not expect the heroic AI to be that much of an upgrade from the previous version, so but it's helped solidify our strategies. And then we bumped it up to legendary. The first legendary match, we absolutely swept the AI. We were like, well, this wasn't much of an upgrade. Then the next match, we got beaten into the corner for about 40 minutes. So, I mean,
it
really,
was probably I mean, in Halo Wars 1, how the heroic was actually kind of easy, and then you went to legendary, and it was like, oh my gosh, we can not beat these guys, or we could barely win. Like, what the hell? Legendary AIs were insane in Halo Wars 1, if you remember that. So they probably wanted to make it not of a big step,
Maybe. I don't know. I've still seen legendaries on this game. They will beat you into the corner. It's just sometimes they don't.
But you were
sometimes
still able
to
win, though. I mean,
yeah. It wasn't the prettiest win though. Like two of us died, and there was one left, and it was 1v1. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, that's you, Phoenix. Watch people. I mean, learn from them. Learn the strategies. That's also a good way to get the hang of it. Certain strategies do matter. Or maybe if you want to create your own, I think it's good. If you're good at that sort of thing. But yeah, like it says, RTS. It's a strategy game. You need to have a strategy to win. Yeah, sure. Reward system, really only the level and you get packs for Blitz mode that you can unlock. like the booster packs, on